He could have a counter, right? That's a possibility. He does not, though. That's really nice. Good value for us. Plays his Dream Trawler. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game. If you want to support this channel, give it a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you're notified of my future videos, because they are banging, let's be honest. So today we're playing Esper Walkers, and we've seen this around quite a little bit, or quite a bit I should say, and it's pretty strong, I think. Obviously stacked with rares and mythics, so this is not a free-to-play deck. If you're interested in some free-to-play beginner content, be sure to check out our beginner handbook. Link in the description below, you guys. So we're going to take a look at the deck list, we're going to talk about some strategy, get into some gameplay footage, then come full circle with some closing thoughts. Thanks for watching, now let's get into it. Our deck starts out with 4 copies of Agonizing Remorse. This is a 2-cost sorcery spell. Target opponent reveals their hand and you choose a non-land card from it or a card from their graveyard. Exile that card, you lose 1 life. So this is really great just to get that discard from their hand. Maybe you're taking their Teferi, or maybe they have an Uro or something already in their graveyard that you just absolutely need to deal with. So Agonizing Remorse is a really good card in the current meta. We also have 2 copies of Elderspell. This is another sorcery. Destroy any number of target planeswalkers. Choose a planeswalker you control. Put 2 loyalty counters on it for each planeswalker destroyed this way. That's absolutely amazing. Obviously, that's our nuke of the game. Moving on to our 3 drops, we have 1 copy of Mu Yangling Skydancer. This planeswalker comes into the field with 2 loyalty, +2 until your next turn. Up to 1 target creature gets a -2, -0, and loses flying. -3, create a 4/4 blue elemental bird with flying, and -8, you get an emblem with islands you control have tap to draw a card. So a lot of utility there. We have 4 copies of Narset, Parter of the Veils. Now this planeswalker comes in with 5 loyalty tokens, and it has a passive ability of each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. So that's super oppressive, that's amazing. -2, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-creature, non-land card from among them, and put that into your hand and the rest onto the bottom of your library in a random order. We have also 4 copies of Teferi, Time Raveler. This planeswalker comes in with 4 loyalty counters. He has a passive ability of each opponent can cast spells only anytime they could cast sorcery. So that means no instances, nothing on the stack, right? That's really cool. The plus ability here is until your next turn, you may cast sorcery spells as though they have flash. And -3, return up to 1 target artifact, creature, or enchantment to its owner's hand, and you draw a card. We have 2 copies of Kaya Orzhov Usurper. This planeswalker comes into the field with 3 loyalty. It has a +1 ability of exile 2 target creatures from a single graveyard, or sorry, 2 target cards from a single graveyard. You gain 2 life if at least one of these cards was a creature card. -1, exile target non-land permanent with converted mana cost 1 or less. This is great for ovens. It's also great for the red 1/1s, right? -5, Kaya deals damage to target player equal to the number of cards that player owns in exile, and you gain that much life. We have 4 copies of Oath of Kaya. When Oath of Kaya enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to any target, and you gain 3 life. Whenever an opponent attacks a planeswalker you control with 1 or more creatures, Oath of Kaya deals 2 damage to that player, and you gain 2 life. We have Shatter the Sky. Each player who controls a creature with power 4 or greater draws a card, then destroy all creatures. Tasmania, Enigmatic Mentor. This planeswalker comes in with 5 loyalty and has a passive ability of spells your opponent casts that target a creature or planeswalker you control cost 2 more to cast, and an ability of -2. Create a 2/2 blue wizard creature token, draw a card, then discard a card. We also have 4 copies of Elspeth Conquers Death. Now I know what you mean, this card's broken, right? So this is an enchantment saga, which means it comes onto the field and then it's going to trigger once every turn. And the first turn is exile target permanent an opponent controls with converted mana cost 3 or greater. Turn 2, non-creature spells your opponent casts cost 2 more to cast until your next turn. And turn 3, return target creature or planeswalker card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put an additional 1/1 or loyalty counter on it. We have 3 copies of Ashiok, Nightmare Muse. This planeswalker comes in with 5 loyalty, has a +1 ability of create a 2/3 black and a blue nightmare creature token with whenever this creature attacks, blocks, each opponent exiles the top 2 cards of their library, which links up quite well with our Kaya. And then -3, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Then that player exiles a card from their hand. And -7, you may cast up to 3 face-up cards in your opponent's exile pile without paying their mana cost. Liliana, Dreadhorde General ×2. Now this is our finisher for 6. She comes in with 6 loyalty counters on her and has a passive ability of whenever a creature you control dies, draw a card. +1, create a 2/2 black zombie token. -4, each player sacrifices 2 creatures. And -9, each opponent chooses a permanent type of permanents they control and sacrifices the rest. We have our Hall of Fountains, Temple of Enlightenment, Godless Shrine, Temple of Silence, Temple of Deceit, Watery Grave. And of course, we should incorporate our planar beacons as well. So we've incorporated those. They should be in the deck to begin with. Obviously, planar beacon. Whenever you cast a Planeswalker, you gain 1 life. You can add 1 mana or pay 1, add 2 mana of different colors to spend that only to cast Planeswalkers, which the majority of our deck is. So that's just going to gain us some life while we're playing. Give us that longevity against the red deck. So that's our deck list. Now let's talk a little bit about the strategy. The strategy here is very simple. Identify what deck your opponent is playing and then counter it. It's as easy as that. Obviously, we like to have an opening hand with at least 1 white source and a Shatter the Sky. This is like an insurance policy. It's going to allow us to beat almost any aggro deck. And then remember not to kill Annex with Shatter the Sky and to exile Annex first with Elspeth Conquers Death. Other than that, aggro shouldn't really be a problem. We do have the interplanar beacons that are going to give us a little bit of life, and then Oath of Kaya is going to remove his threats while gaining us life along the way as well. So aggro is not a problem. So you survive, right? Survive aggro. That's your main goal off the start. Second goal, stack Planeswalkers. It's as easy as that, right? Obviously, there's things that are higher priority than others. Narset shuts down your opponent's draw. Teferi shuts down your opponent's reactive state. And then we have other things like Liliana give us that draw engine. Ashiok doesn't really give us anything. Kazmania gives us a draw, plus it gives us blockers, plus it makes our opponent's things cost more to cast. Agonizing Remorse is that utility. Once you have distinguished the threat, you remove it. Elspeth Conquers Death. We want to prioritize this for permanents that are not creatures and just get the creatures with our Shattered Sky, obviously. Mulang, we just like to get on the field, pick up, right? So we have that draw engine with -8. Teferi bounces. Oath of Kaya can deal with aggro threats, which is really quite nice. And then Liliana hits the field. So that's step 2, right? Step 3 is the Elderspell. This is the main combo and how we finish it. Elspeth Conquers Death can bring back Planeswalkers as well, which is really, really nice. And then we just want to use Liliana's ultimate ability of -9, and then your opponent's going to have to exile basically everything but 1 copy of each thing, which is enough for you to win the game. So you want to destroy your Planeswalkers with Elderspell, buff up Liliana, -Liliana, win the game. That's step 3. And we are actually able to demonstrate that for you guys today. So that's really cool. That's the main deck strategy. If I missed anything, be sure to let me know in the comments below. I'm always trying to improve these videos, right? So with that all being said, I am live every single morning on Twitch, 6 a.m. PST, if you want to check us out there. You can also continue this discussion in our Discord, link in the description below. We've got a ton of contests and giveaways going on, you guys. If you're looking to win some gems or just pay your rent, come on aboard. We'd love to have you participate as part of the community and fill your pockets for your efforts as well. So let's get into today's gameplay footage. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, all those good things. Maybe you're going off to work after this. Open up a playlist. Let the playlist play, baby. Let's get that engagement time up. Again, thank you guys for hanging in there with me, and I hope you enjoy today's footage. All right. I mean, we're playing Esper in Platinum. It's not going to be that much of a struggle, I don't think. If we can hit our land drops on time, we're going to be just fine. Opponent goes first. We have that chance to draw our 3rd land, and it's increased because we have the Scry as well. So we get to draw here. No land sucks. We Scry, looking for another land. We already have a Narset, so it's no harm, no foul by tossing that to the bottom. No land there either. We're starting to run into trouble. At least it's playable. I'm sure we're going to run into an Absorb here. Let's get rid of that Elspeth Conquers Death. He's hitting his land drops, we're not. Ouch, feels bad. Crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Obviously, we're not going to hit Liliana for some time. Hey, we got it. It's a slow land, but we got it. Still looking for more land. Omen of the Sea, that's always nice. Another guard mage, that's fine. Okay. Could be worse. Let's pull another land. Trying to draw land. There it is. We do have to discard. Enters tapped. Elspeth Conquers Death is online now, and we have 3 copies. So that's alright. Obviously, our Casmania is going to die here. We'll allow it. Looking for a Shatter the Sky as well at some point. No Tofin's Veto, I hope. That would be brutal, you guys. No, we're okay. Goodbye. Taking his Elspeth Conquers Death. That's how high value it is. We're going down to 8 though. That's a little bit unfortunate. Okay, this is really good. We're gonna get both of our Elspeths in play here. Basically just allowing us to restart, which is so good. That re-triggers the first one. Now we're taking his guard mage. Nice. We are lacking in life though, you know what I mean? We are sitting pretty. Plenty of Planeswalkers to start stacking. Ooh. That's very bad. Let's play our Teferi.
I'm known for my excellent type.
Bounce our Oath. Oh, sorry about that. We had the cat crying. I had to get her in the house, man. She's so sad. So we're up to 9. Ashiok can go. We have one of him in our hand already, so we're straight chilling. No attacks here. Trying to hold on to any semblance of life. Ugh. Dream Trawler, you guys. How do we deal with that? Oh, we have a Liliana that can help us with that. So he needs to time wipe right here to protect his Dream Trawler. Yes, and he does. Smart man. So it buys us another turn. Right, stacking our Planeswalkers here. Loyalty on both.
I require servants. Your corpse will volunteer.
And we, by golly, could just win the game here. Using an Elderspell. Yes, destroy that, destroy that. Submit 2. And then -9 to win the game. Oh no, that's actually I'm thinking of a wrong ability. He does have to get rid of most of his land though. So I guess it still works really, really well. And now let's play our Ashiok. We just start plussing that. I was thinking this was if they don't control a legendary, you win for some reason. But nonetheless, we get her in the house. Alrighty. Gary bought in the house for our 3rd match. Let's see if we can while out on him. Missing white land, we go first. And we have Shatter the Sky. So we need to draw planes in a big and a bad way. Fable Passage doesn't look frightening, really. And he should do that on our end step, because then we have less information about what deck he's playing. But now we know he's playing something with green in it, right? We get 1 planes, that's good. We're going to toss our Oath for now. I want to play our Teferi, and then that can bounce our other Oath, like this first one. Okay, this is good, yeah.
Trust me. You'll thank me later.
Bouncing his Wolf Willow Haven. So we're good here. I don't think green and white has much access to haste. It's more of a red situation, a red or green maybe. Okay. Got 2 land available. And he uses it on a birth. Okay. That's the correct land we need for Shatter. And let's shut down his draw with Narset.
If you wish to surrender,
Don't worry, I got this.
meditate and prepare.
Let's grab Elspeth Conquers Death. One more land, and we're going to be all set. Ooh! Ooh, ooh, ooh. He's got his own Elspeth Conquers Death. Very nice. So we really want to draw land. No.
Here we go.
Learn some respect.
So we can't play our Elspeth Conquers Death on his Elspeth now. But again, he's got no Planeswalkers or creatures in the graveyard. So it's just going to fizzle on his last turn there. Ooh. Nice.
I've got it.
We can just Shatter the Sky on his upkeep.
Do not challenge a raging river.
Or if he's going to play Teferi, we'll do it then. Oh, and we didn't draw a land, so we actually can't... Oh, no. Yeah, we can't. We don't have the correct land. Shoot. So we should have oath there. I don't know what we were thinking.
No more games.
Oh, I know what we were thinking. I thought we could cast our Shatter the Sky, which we still really want to draw a land and do. Yeah, we got it. Let's plus our Teferi,
No, I am not making this up as I go.
plus our Mulang and silence it. And now we can do what we wanted to do last turn. Let's pass and put in the upkeep before he attacks. He could have a counter, right? That's a possibility. He does not, though. That's really nice. Good value for us. Plays his Dream Trawler. Let's see if he's willing to tap his Dream Trawler.
It's my domain.
He's gonna have to discard if he wants to do that.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Let's Shatter the Sky again before he attacks. We don't want him to draw cards. We're going to do it here. Another one. So he's gonna have to tap and discard here. What? Oops. That's a mistake. It feels bad, but that's how you win games in Platinum. Alright, you guys, that was our Esper Walker deck. We did have a couple interruptions during this filming session, but I hope it's not too much for you guys. Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, everything. Primarily our YouTube and Twitch, though. That's what we're pushing right now. And we did also open up a Patreon, so check that out. We're just trying to fill it out, build it up, and grow our community. for 2020. So I appreciate your guys' patience helping me grow, pointing out my mistakes and flaws and all of the numerous things I can improve on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope to see you here, same place, same time tomorrow, 6 a.m. PST on Twitch, and then every single day on YouTube. I want to see you commenting. Okay, you guys, make sure to tap that like button, and we'll see you tomorrow. If you liked today's video, be sure to check out some of our other content. We built playlists for our guides for beginners, and then we also have our greatest hits, which is a collection of our most popular videos. You can also subscribe if you're interested in winning up to 500,000 gems. So do that, tap that like button, send this out to a friend who you think might be interested in it as well, and have a great day.